Hey, what's up guys? This is Nick at Barbin HQ. Today I'm going to be reviewing Xworks Grow New Zealand grass-fed whey protein isolate. So Xworks is a Florida-based supplement company and they've got a particularly dedicated following among functional fitness athletes. They sponsor a lot of big-name CrossFit athletes, most notably Noah Olson. And the company, they actually don't have a very wide range of supplements, right? They've got creatine, they've got a pre-workout, they've got a fish oil, and they've got this protein powder. So I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. Okay, so first I'm going to try Grow with milk. Yeah, it's really good. It's pretty mild. It doesn't mix very well, I should say. There's nothing to help mixability in the product, like a lecithin or anything like that. But the flavor is good. It's pretty mild. With milk, I think it works really well. Okay, so next I'm going to see how the chocolate flavor mixes with water. It's not good with water. It's fine. It's very, very bland. And again, because there aren't really any artificial sweeteners or flavorings to this, so there's nothing to make it taste really creamy or sweet or chocolate milk-like when you mix with water. So I'd recommend sticking to milk. Okay, so what's the nutrition like? Well, one scoop is 110 calories and delivers 25 grams of protein. What's really unusual about this is that it actually doesn't tell you what the carbohydrate or the fat content is, so I don't know what it is. It's a whey protein isolate, so in all likelihood it's got 1 or 2 grams of carbohydrates and 1 or maybe no grams of fat, but I don't know. So they lose points for that. But as far as micronutrients go, there's nothing too outstanding. It does have 21% of your daily intake of calcium, which is a little bit higher than most protein powders. And it's very, very low in sodium. You've only got 80 milligrams, which is 3% of your recommended daily intake. So it's pretty normal to find a protein powder that's high in calcium or low in sodium. It's pretty unusual to find one that manages both. So that was pretty impressive. Okay, so the ingredients of Grow are, they're very remarkable that there are very, very few of them. We've got, there's whey protein isolate, that's the first ingredient. After that, you've just got natural flavoring, xanthan gum, and stevia. That's it. That's maybe the shortest ingredients list I've seen in a protein powder in a very long time. And yes, there's nothing artificial in there. There's no artificial sweeteners or flavors or colors or anything like that. You might take issue with calling xanthan gum natural. That's made from like mixing sugar, fermented sugar with some bacteria. It's a thickener and a stabilizer, and in large quantities, like 15 grams, it can cause some effects, but there's under a gram in this. So it should be fine. I found that very interesting. I should point out that there's no digestive enzymes, and there's nothing to help mixability either, like lecithin. So that's something you want to keep in mind. So as far as price goes, Grow just comes in these bags of 2 pounds. So in this, it's about $49. You get 30 servings, and that's going to be $1.63 per serving. Or if you want to get really granular about it, it's 6.53 cents per gram of protein. That's pretty expensive. It's more expensive than Ultimate Nutrition's whey isolate, more expensive than Isopure, most of the other protein powders I've seen, whey isolates anyway. I should point out that the reasons for that are legion. First of all, it's made with stevia, right? So that's made from the stevia leaf. It's a natural sweetener, so that's going to be a little bit pricier. It's also imported. The cows are also free range, which is something that a lot of people might consider is worth paying extra for. And they haven't been treated with antibiotics or hormones or pesticides or anything like that. So I will say that it's higher quality, but the price reflects that. Okay, so what I really liked about Grow is that it did a really good job of making sure there's nothing artificial in there. They market to the CrossFit crowd and the paleo crowd, and so it ticks a lot of their boxes. There's no lactose, there's no gluten, there's no soy, there's nothing artificial, no sweeteners, colors, fillers, anything like that. I thought it was pretty impressive what they did there. It tastes pretty good, and it's also raw. Technically, it's raw. Now, that means that there may be some extra beneficial compounds in the whey. It's probably not going to make a big difference if you're just getting a 30-gram scoop of the stuff, but for a lot of people, especially the paleo crowd, they'll only consume raw dairy, so that's going to be beneficial for them. What I didn't really like quite so much about Grow, I mean, the biggest drawback of the product is that it is very expensive. In addition to that, while it's commendable that there's nothing artificial in there, the flip side of that is that it doesn't mix very well and it doesn't taste great with water. So if flavor and mixability is a real priority for you, this might not be the product for you. Okay, so those are my thoughts on XWorks Grow grass-fed whey protein isolate. For the full review, check out the link below at barbend.com.